Hello and welcome to Pretend Wizards, where we'll be playing D&D with a bunch of losers. Say hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Word up.
Okay, we've been playing D&D for a really long time now. Since junior year of high school, I think.
Yeah, it's pretty sad.
Like every single weekend since then.
And what, you're like 27 now?
26, I think?
26?
Yeah, 26.
So,
Unfortunately.
God, I don't
It's
even
like
know how
almost
long.
like 10 plus years.
We've been playing D&D longer than Vinny's children have been alive.
Ouch. Yeah.
So we are going to be playing 5th edition. We normally play a 3rd edition. And
3 point something.
you guys didn't hear it, but when we did a test version of this, I mentioned that 3.5 edition exists, and no one here, except me, knew that that existed. So we already rolled for turn order, so we are going to start off having everybody talk about their characters and say who they are. So, Roxanne.
Hi, I'm Roxanne. My character is Lolani Arbor. She's a human monk, and she's a guide, and she kind of just wanders all over the place and wants to see the world.
Okay, so guys, do you think I should go through, to do a short thing of what the backgrounds are? Because that's a fun thing to talk about. So I can say what her special ability is as a guide.
That might change.
Yeah.
Sure,
Yeah,
okay.
do it.
So 5th edition has this cool thing with backgrounds where sort of your character's past greatly changes the stuff they can do. So guides, their trait is they're just really good at memorizing maps and how to get around. Also, tell me a little bit about where you live. I know you chose Modest. Where are you staying?
At an inn.
Are you a native of the city of Atla?
No.
That's where this story is going to be taking place.
No, not from Atla.
Okay, you're not a native. Did you just recently come here?
Yes.
Okay, you new in town. Okay, John.
Yep, I'm John Smithington, and my character
I like how you
is...
introduce yourself as John Smithington and they'll never know.
my character is Snow. Shira Snow.
Wow.
And
Wow, you're
she
really
is-
dramatic.
I am extremely dramatic. She is a wood elf rogue, and her...
What's the Wood Elf special ability? Because I didn't check that, because...
Wood elves have, what is it? Mark of the Wild, and they also have...
What's Mark of the Wild?
Well, Mark of the Wild makes it so that I can hide anywhere.
Okay, that's the hide with stuff.
Yeah. They also have trance, which means they don't have to sleep.
Well, you're an elf. That's
and
the elf thing.
meditate. But I am a spy, and my lifestyle is aristocratic.
So you're going to have to explain that. Aristocratic, that's
I'm
the
a
super
spy,
expensive
so I
lifestyle.
deal with political...
It's totally normal for a high up member of an aristocratic family to be into intrigue, but you need to tell me about your family, just even a little bit. I know you just came up with this.
My family's
but-
gone. I'm by myself.
So you're a wealthy heiress.
Yes, and what I've turned to more devilish things like... Sorry. My family lost all of their wealth due to some political issues.
Okay.
So I'm taking the retaining wealth that I do have and trying to figure out what happened.
What really happened?
My
Yeah.
God.
Who destroyed them?
Where's my money?
Did you just lose your money, or have you also lost your honor? Has your name been sullied?
No, the name has not been sold.
Okay, so
I
your
can
name
use
still
the
has
name.
respect.
Yes.
And you are a spy. So your ability as a spy is Jester Noble. Priest, soldiers, spy. You have a contact into a network of other spies. Okay, Brittany.
Hi, I am Brittany, and my character is a half-orc barbarian named Ragna, and I am... That's not how I talk. You guys are racist.
Wagner the One Wedge.
No. And yes, I stole that name from that
I'm
video
sure
game.
any nerd who is listening to this knows
Yeah,
who
high five.
Wagner the Blood Edge is.
Ragna the Blood Edge.
Wagner the Blood Edge.
Okay. Oh, that's enough.
That's it. I'm turning into William Duel.
No.
Duel.
No, shut up. Yes, so my name is Ragna, and I am a thug. So I, beat people up, and I'm very mean, and I'm intimidating, and I'm a jerk. And deep inside, I have a heart of gold.
Deep inside, all you want is to be loved.
Yeah, it's hard being an orc, you know. And I have
Just give me a hug.
I have
These
green
people
skin.
need to check their not orc privilege.
Yeah. Yeah. Racism is just a problem for me. So I picked the modest lifestyle. I tend to not pay for things, so I get to save a lot of my money.
That's like surprisingly more wise than I would think Ragna would be, because, and I'm going to keep saying it with a W.
Stop saying
by the way.
Ragna, god damn
So,
it.
like, I would expect him to live in a place where, like, there was less law, so there would be even less of a chance he'd get in trouble for, like, slapping people whenever he wanted to. But he actually lives in, like, suburbia, basically.
Yeah, I'm a
fence.
bit of a poser, I guess. I go to the shadier areas and pretend I live this
Pretend, you
hard lifestyle.
Then
But
you
then
go
I go
home
home
and
to
sleep
my
in a
little
bed.
I go home to my little picket fence. And,
So where are you staying? I should write this down.
I think it said like I live in an older part of town.
Roxanne lives in an inn.
I have my own place.
I really think you should have a white picket
John
fence.
lives in
That
a
would be
do.
great.
estate.
I have little like flower pots and stuff too.
Ragna lives in a rented cottage, or do you own the cottage?
Let's make it a cottage.
Are you renting, or do you own it?
Rent to own.
Ragna owns. Yeah.
Ragna's a landowner.
Yeah. And also, Ragna is a character that I used in our previous thing, so that's why everyone has all these jokes about him.
Yes, I'm sure they'll be very funny to anyone listening.
Yeah.
Ragna the Wildlife.
Yeah. Terrible.
Not
Okay.
that he was like that in the other.
I know. You guys are just mean to him.
Yes, he was such a sensitive person.
He is.
Dweezil Zappa. No one knows your character yet, but I just named him. So,
Yeah.
tell us about your character, Raphael.
I'm Raphael, and my character is Dweezil Zappa, the son of a famous musician. No, wait. Sorry. He's a dwarven fighter. His father is nobility, but he cut him off, so now I need to find a way to pay for my lavish lifestyle. And that's pretty much my character. But I'm still living my lavish lifestyle.
Where are you living your lavish lifestyle?
Well, for me, it's slumming it. I'm a little bit upset that I only have one cook and 5 servants and 3 retainers.
It's a hard
Oh
life.
my.
It's a shithole.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, it's a fucking shithole, but what are you gonna do? And it's in the expensive area of town, but where just, wealthy merchants live? They have no status?
People trying to pretend.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
Okay. Are you renting?
Yeah, I'm renting.
Okay. So, Raphael, renting. Nice place. You get to have a land. You get to have a... God, the word is completely escaping me. Person who you rent to.
Landlord?
Landlord, thank you. Oh my god.
Wow.
You're
Okay.
right.
Yep. Okay, Vinny.
Hi, I'm Vinny. I will be playing Crispin Ascalon. I'm a human mage. I'm a sculptor. I like to make things, especially magical things. Like I'm trying to use my sculpting to imbue sculptures with magic to make magical items. Like that's really what I want to do because I'm on a quest for magical knowledge.
Okay. Wait. We'll go back one.
Yes.
I just need to ask Raphael what your background was. It's noble, right?
Yeah, I'm a noble.
So you have retainers. That's your thing, which you already told me about.
Right.
So, Vinny, what is your background?
My background is poor. I'm basically a starving artist. I live in the Sculptor's Guild Hall, where I don't really rent as much as I'm there on call to work as a conscript of like whenever they have a job for me, I do the job, but I still have to pay for room and board. So like, I kind of rent, but you know what I'm saying? Like you understand?
So you are not a member of the Sculptors Union.
I am. I am a part of the Sculptors Union. So that's where I live is in the Sculptors
But
Guild.
your background is commoner. You know there's like a separate background for tradesmen? I mean,
No, I did not know that.
yeah. Artisan.
Right, I'm an artist, but I'm poor. I'm a poor artist. I didn't think that was a stretch. I thought that was pretty regular. Okay.
No, it's totally normal. But
Okay.
if you are not an artisan in your background, I'm going to say you don't belong to the guild, and that's going to bring that is like going to be why you're poor. It's also going to bring up a bunch of problems.
No, yeah, I am an artisan. That's my background is artisan.
Oh, is that say on there?
Yeah.
Background artist. Oh, I thought you were a commoner. Okay.
No, I'm poor,
You're just poor.
and I'm an artisan.
Oh, okay.
I'm a poor artist. I didn't think that was crazy.
Oh, no, I thought you were
Okay.
just, instead of saying commoner, you were saying you were poor. So you live, where'd you say you lived? Sorry.
In the Sculptor's Guild Hall.
Okay, you sleep on the floor.
Yeah. Yeah. With a bunch of other poor sculptors who aren't even close to as good as I am. Because
you're the best.
I'm like really good.
I'm so good. That's why I have to become a
So
mercenary.
above these people.
Yeah, so just ask me. I'll tell you about how better I am than everyone else.
You're so good, you don't even need to be spending time sculpting. That's why you can go off and shoot people with magic spells.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
You could almost say he's like a pretend wizard.
Or a pretend
No,
sculptor.
I'm
only
a real
pretend
wizard.
Sculptor. Okay. So the setting is the city country of Atla, a massive city stretching around the Atlan Bay. This is mostly a trade city. It's grown from just one small capital city into its own country. It takes 2 weeks to walk from one side to the other, and it's filled with more people than you could ever count, because you're stupid. The government has no way to constantly maintain peace in a city so large and where injustice and general need has arose a need for troubleshooters. General men and women at arms who can get things done. Sometimes moral and sometimes not. Whichever one you are, you'll have to decide. None of you have worked in this line of work before. However, just recently, a famous troubleshooter, a hero by the name of Mortimer Krim, has appeared out of nowhere after disappearing into the mists of the world for a long time, and said that he's opening his own group of troubleshooters, sponsoring a new group of young heroes to take his place. This is a perfect opportunity to get into the game, and you're all taking advantage of it for reasons of your own. So what we're going to do is going to go around to each of you and figure out how you prepared for the day. So it's going to be like a short thing. And then you're going to go to Mortimer Krim's place for tryouts. So, Roxanne, you're first.
Since I live at an inn, I would just throw my clothes on and walk out the door. And
So
do
descriptive. Okay, so you are going to be at the Benbow Inn.
something. Benbow Inn.
And so you are in your room. It's sparsely furnished. You just arrived a few days ago, so you haven't really personalized or anything, even though you did set up a long-term deal with the what do you call the person who runs
Innkeep.
Isn't there like a separate name if it's a lady? No.
Maybe a matron.
Innkeeptress.
No, that's not a word.
Yes, definitely is
Innkeeper.
innkeepress.
Innkeepers. I'll just call her the innkeep. You set up a long-term agreement with the innkeep to stay for a while. You know, this is going to be like your permanent residence while you're in the city, and you don't know how long. And she's giving you a reduced rate for it. So this is your room. You're allowed to mess with it as you like, as long as you don't do anything to the walls.
Put Metallica posters up,
Yeah,
whatever.
just really
you want.
personalize your space. But it's not personalized yet. It just looks like any other inn room you've been in. All it has is your soggy pack, newly wettened from walking into town in the rain.
Okay.
So you're not going to get any breakfast, just going to throw your clothes on and go?
I guess I should eat first, because energy and stuff.
Okay. You run down the steps through the long hallway. Oh, man. I almost want to talk about that weird nod. Apparently a hallway is a modern thing.
Really?
Well, don't.
It's really cool, though. Like,
No, it's not.
it is. It's really cool.
Nobody cares about hallways.
Anyone who wants to figure it out, listen, that hallway is a modern architectural thing. So anyone else
That's
can go search
fascinating.
that.
Oh my
It's
god.
cool. I didn't
Wow.
know.
Thank you for sharing.
That's why beds have curtains, like old beds, because people just walk right through your room because there are no hallways, so they just have to walk through your room.
Interesting.
Oh my god.
So hot.
Yep. Okay. So you walk out into the anachronistic hallway, down the stairwell, and into the common room where several of the other more permanent residents are eating various meals.
There's some futons and a couple bean bags and a lot of backpackers just sitting around.
This is not a hostel.
Oh,
Raphael.
sorry.
This is a proper inn.
Yeah, Raphael.
Poor people don't like futons.
Is there like just a counter to go talk to the innkeeper, or is there
The innkeep,
Innkeepress.
yeah, the innkeeptress.
Innkeepress, bring me my beer.
It's too early for that.
This is the fantasy world. You're just always drinking beer. If not, you're drinking wine.
No, you're usually just drinking beer. That's actually a real thing.
Well, I said if you're not drinking beer, you're drinking wine.
I guess, if you want to get crunk. Okay, so the innkeeptress, a woman named Miss Nora, is walking not too briskly, casually around the room, talking to those who are eating. There aren't many downstairs right now, so she does not seem to be in a rush or anything. As you walk into the room, she notices you and comes over. She's a She's a pleasant-looking woman. She's a pleasant-looking woman with orange hair and a wide, smiling face. Heavy-set and happy. She walks over to you and throws one brawny arm around your shoulder and leads you to a table. Well, good morning there, dear. Well, you look just starved. And didn't you come in yesterday wearing those clothes?
Well, I only have just one set of clothes.
Well, I
Good
guess that's
morning.
something to do today, Let me give you some energy to go out shopping. She bustles off to the kitchen and in short order returns with a bowl of hot steaming porridge and buttered bread.
Delicious toast and porridge. Okay, I'll sit down and eat them, and then I'll go.
Okay, an exciting packed morning.
Maybe you should speak up.
I'm sorry.
It's fine as long as she is very close to her mic. Okay. So you finish your food quickly. It is delicious, hearty, and simple. And you head out the door, feeling hopeful and brimming with the possibility of a new day.
And I guess I better bring new clothes back too. It'll
Okay,
be fun. Okay.
She's
John.
calling you out on being a
I'm
bum.
dirty.
Did you sleep in those?
I was really hoping no one would notice.
I like how you just made a very similar character to your last one.
He can only
Maybe
play
not. Maybe
one kind
no,
of
no.
character.
Maybe he's not though. Maybe
No.
he's not spoiled. I wish I knew something about your character's personality because I sort of want to do something, but I don't know if you'd be cool with it.
You do whatever the fuck you want.
Okay.
You're an asshole.
So this,
Bless
so
you.
this game, like for all of you guys, is basically starting at dawn. You know, you're all getting up early. But John, you've been up. You don't wake up at dawn. You woke up before dawn. It was dark when you got up. It was dark when you put on your gear and just started doing just the really tough pull-ups where you're like upside down and doing crunches. Yeah, in a doorway, usually in a bad inn, except for you, you know, you're in an incredibly opulent home. The home you grew up your entire life. That's a great sentence. The home you have lived in since you were a child, the family estate.
Just think of me like Batman and James Bond.
Yeah, you are actually. Yeah, you're Batman, fantasy Batman. You're Lady Fantasy Batman. By the time the sun rose and the light shined through your magnificent 2-story tall windows that are just in your bedroom, by the way, and the light fell across the beautifully filigreed walls and the ornate silk rugs, you had already done like 100 crunches, bro. You drop from your custom-made workout gear onto the floor, panting with exhaustion, Feeling good. This is how a day should begin. John, people can't hear gestures. To those who are listening to a radio show, John just got totally swole.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm ready for the day.
As you fall to the floor, there is a knock on the door.
Alright, I go to the door.
Standing on the other side of the door is an older gentleman. Wait, John, how tall are you, by the way?
I am 6'7".
Oh, God damn. I was going to say he was a little taller than you, but you're fucking huge. So he's shorter than you because everybody's shorter than you.
But tall for a human.
Tall for a human. Isn't that cute? A tall, older human man. Thin, gray, and drawn. Like a perfectly manicured old whip. His gray hair is pulled tightly against his forehead. Not a hair out of place. And his perfect mustache barely bristles as he talks to you. Good morning, mistress. John, you can just ask what his name is.
I didn't want to sound like a dick.
I should have known! I should have known this backstory you just made up. Goddamn. This is your long-standing butler, Nettles.
Yeah, Nettles.
If there's a butler, it's going to be Nettles. So for people listening, this is the only reoccurring NPC in any of my campaigns, just a butler named Nettles.
That's awesome.
Again, very
I
fascinating.
get fucking Nettles. Fuck yes, Sea
He's
King.
very good at his job.
Did you say fuck yes, Sea King?
I did.
Alright, let's go with that one.
It's like my favorite meme ever. It's fuck yes, Sea King.
You're so lame.
Nettles, what do you have prepared for this morning?
Well, knowing that you'd be doing your regular morning workout, I brought a hearty gruel, a roast chicken, and grapefruit.
Thank you, Nettles. Is it in the study?
Of course.
Thank you. I'll make my way to the study.
I'm having your horse saddled and geared. So she'll be ready for you. Sorry about that, guys.
Thank you, Nettles.
Okay.
So
He bows deeply and sharply.
just so you know, I only have like very limited retainers due to.
Okay, so then, how many retainers do you have, John?
I only have Nettles. I have the basics to keep the house functioning.
Okay, so I'm going to say you have a butler. Do you have the basics, or are you, like, maybe on the edge of not having enough people?
On the edge of not having enough.
Okay, so I'm going to say you have a butler, I
only kept the people that were, like, the family.
people who agreed to work for less money because they love you so much.
Yeah.
You have a butler, a gardener, a maid. What do you call the person who works with horses?
Stableman.
No.
Stable master.
Yeah, sure, we'll say that.
Horse guy.
Horse dude.
That's
Your horse bro.
Horse
Horse
guy.
bro.
Horse bro.
Your stable master.
Stable bro.
There's
That's
the
it.
inn bro, the horse bro, the butler bro.
Yeah.
So is
Yeah.
it? It's a gardener,
Gardener
Masseuse
maid,
bro.
stable master. That's pretty. Yeah, that's it.
That's pretty fancy.
Wait, not a driver? He doesn't have a driver?
No, you don't have a driver.
Might as well not be a noble if you don't have a fucking driver.
Tisk tisk.
Raphael's gonna get hardcore condescending on you when you meet.
Oh, man.
No, I'll have whatever his story is that he hasn't quite decided yet. I'll have heard of it, and I'll be one of the nobles that has been snickering behind his back.
Yeah, it'd be awesome to meet. Oh my
I
god.
heard your family
How
isn't
sad!
doing
They only
well.
have one horse, dude.
I have an army of horse dudes. Okay, John, so you said you're going to your study.
Yep.
Okay. As you're going to your study, you just unstrap and drop off your gear as you're going. It's just heavy iron armor that you work out in. You don't even wear this when you actually fight. You just wear to make your workout tougher.
I have strength of 10.
I know.
John, don't whisper across the table.
No one can hear you. Okay. You head to your study. It doesn't have to be strength. You say you work in your stamina. Got that lean muscle. Okay. You open the door into your study, a relatively small, vaulted room filled with old books. Many of them are not actually books of stories or knowledge, but actually accounts, notes of various oaths and debts to your family, accounting books. It's a rather boring library. You filled it with some of your own books based on subjects of your interest, that have to do with killing people. But it's also an interesting place to look if you're trying to figure out what happened to your family.
Yeah.
I don't know why you went to the study. You're about to tell me. But as you walk in, you see a steaming silver platter with the food Nettle said was waiting for you.
All right. I sit down at the table and I rip. Sorry, I'm getting over a cold, so it's a little rough on me right now. I pick up the book that I'd been reading the day before, which is accounts that were owed to my family. The book is quite big.
This whole library, there are
Yes,
separate
but
books
this
for
is-
accounts owed to your family.
Well, this is the biggest of them. This is the one that has a lot of the higher tiered families
Oh, shit!
that would have more meaning to go after my family.
Okay.
Ones who may have owed a larger sum of debt.
So you're just going to look for the biggest number?
No.
Gotta get more.
I'm not. I'm looking
Really
for
scientific
the
about
best paid, actually.
So you're going to look for the person who has been consistently paying their debts to your family?
Yes.
Oh.
And seeing if they have any new debts that they may have opened up due to some inconvenience that they may have had. Because someone who may owe large debts and not paid, I would be less inclined to think that they may have done it, and more inclined to someone who may not have
Someone
done
who
it.
is constantly being annoyed by their debt to your family
Yeah.
and may eventually have acted on that annoyance.
Yeah.
I think that's clever, but it's also going to take you a long time
Yeah.
to figure that out because you're going to need to go through the whole book then.
Yeah,
if
well,
you're
this
looking
is-
for
Well,
frequency...
this is a book that I've been going over for
Yeah, like
months.
he does this every
Right.
morning.
Yeah. Well, no.
After I train my guns.
I train my
Well, so-
mind.
Train
What
my
I do is I
mind.
go through the book and I check out accounts, and then I'll go to the accounts. Like I'll go through places.
John
go
is an
to
adult.
places where the accounts are dealt with.
Well, I mean, you would need to check other books for more detailed information about exactly what it is they're paying. This book is just a very dry... Nice. This book is just a very dry account of just base numbers, when it was paid, who it was paid.
Yeah.
So it's it's just I've never seen those books with just the square brackets. So by going through this book alone, you could figure out who was most consistently paying your parents. You wouldn't need to go to any other book. You need to go to a separate book to figure out what was going on.
Okay. Then I'll go look for that book also. Well, whatever books I needed, I would have had.
Okay, if you
on
say
the
you've been
table.
doing this for a while, let's say you've been doing it for a while, and let's say you're about to get that name. So, roll a general intelligence roll, and no check, but just see how good you do.
I wanna not this dice. This dice is lame.
You have two D. Sorry, we'll do it. You have 2 DC checks on this. DC check 8 and DC check 13.
7.
No, you're not rolling twice. You're rolling once. Those are just 2 different checks for 2 different things that will
7.
happen. Plus your intelligence.
Plus my intelligence. 10.
Oh, John's smart. Okay.
Should have been a high elf. They're way smarter.
That's racist. Okay.
No, they get +1 intelligence.
No, that's racist. You're
They get
racist.
+1 racism.
Yeah.
+1 racism.
So John got the +1 racism for whatever he chose. Or is that racist to say that his race is racist?
No, I got -1 intelligence.
So yeah, that race is racist. Because they're stupid.
Ignorant.
Wait, Christian, you're being racist right now.
Oh no.
I'm totally racist against racists.
Fucking racists.
Call me a stupid Woody.
Call you a Woody.
Well, what elf?
Yeah. He's a Bruderhof
Okay.
wood elf.
You find
Don't offend all of our Bruderhof listeners right now.
Wait, like
Both of them.
I feel like nobody will even know who the Bruderhof are. It's like a really local thing, isn't it?
It is a local
it's
thing.
pretty local, but I've
Yeah.
seen other people mention it.
Okay.
Oh,
It's like
everyone's gonna Google it now.
There's
Yeah.
some in like
Google the
Australia
Bruderhof.
All you'd
or
have to do is say
something.
they're Amish.
Well,
they're not.
What'd you
They're
say, Ragna?
Bruderhof.
I think there are some in Australia also.
Oh, are they?
They
That's
just
random.
alienated Australia. That's it. They're done. They're like, no, fuck this.
Australia and Kingston.
No, our future Australian listeners. No.
Okay.
That's fine. You ain't getting no cool video games in Australia, so we don't care.
Whoa!
Just throwing them under the bus, John.
Really?
Now you're the racist.
Now we lost all of them.
John,
we might have kept one or two
you find
until that.
many accounts of 100 gold paid monthly from Alexander Copperpot.
Fucking pots.
I never did like those copper pots.
Alright, where is he located?
Alexander Alexander Copplepot lives in the Coppershine estate, which is in the next prefecture over.
Okay.
So he lives quite a bit from here. He's not exactly a neighbor.
Alright, then I will get dressed in my resplendent clothes and ride past Mr. Copperpot's estate.
You cannot just casually ride to there.
Okay.
It will be at least 2 days.
Give
riding
him a
to get
drive-by glaring or something.
Then I'm
I rode 2 days just to
then
give you
do
a
I have
stare
any-
down.
Do I have any family?
Also, you have plans for today.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will go do my
You're,
plans
you're
then.
doing something today,
Yeah, you
John.
have something. I don't
Let me
know.
get to my turn. God.
Okay.
We
well, then
haven't
I'll-
even become mercenaries yet.
Yeah, well then I'll pack up and go down to...
Are you going to pack all your gear, or are you just going to go with your weapons?
I'm only going to go with my standard gear.
So you're not going to take your backpack and all the crap in it. Did you buy crap?
Yeah, I did, but I'm not going to bring all that crap. I'm just going to bring my weapons.
Okay, but what if you need it? So you just bring
I
in your
don't need
weapons.
no gear.
John is a Brittany. John is a strong, independent lady who don't need no gear. Okay, Brittany. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me just describe that happening.
God damn it.
You quickly grab your gear, strap it on with a sense of purpose, knowing that today is the beginning of when you find revenge for your family. Knowing that this is the first step.
God, I need a montage.
Yeah, this is totally 80s montage right now. Just have... Okay. You quickly stride up to your horse, mount it quickly, and ride off to Helm. That's just a gentle ride. I imagined you galloping off, not
No, he
this light
clippity-clops
trot.
off.
Clippity-clops. He prances.
He's got a little
Yeah.
pony.
It's like the little high knee thing.
John, you totally... the horse just...
He's riding a
John, what's the name of
Fluttershy.
your horse?
Fluttershy.
My horse's name is Ost.
Oh
Okay.
my god.
Your
I'm
horse's
gonna-
name is Ost.
AKA
My
Fluttershy.
horse is Ostnalo.
Okay. Brittany.
Okay.
You live in a cottage.
I live in a cottage,
You are-
but nobody knows that.
I know, but you are woken by the
No,
delicate...
I know what I'm gonna do.
Oh, okay.
I've been up.
You've been up.
I have a poster of that guy. I had it in my head, but that turn before mine by somebody took so long that I forgot his name.
Mortimer Krim.
Mortimer Krim. I have a poster of Mortimer Krim on my wall. He is my idol. I love him, and I'm trying really hard.
Jerking it. Just staring and jerking
No.
No.
Shut up. No, I'm trying really hard not to fangirl out right now, but I love him, and I barely got any sleep because I'm so excited for today.
I feel like we should reiterate, just because you said fangirl, that your character is a dude.
right,
Okay.
but
But he tends to be a fangirl.
I'm trying
least for
really.
Mortimer Krim.
Okay, fanboy.
No, you can say fangirl. Totally cool.
Yeah.
That's
well,
one to make
I
sure
mean,
people listening knew.
on Ragna on the inside is going, oh my god.
He's got the usher hands.
Yeah, he's got usher hands. He's very excited. So took a long time on my my outfit today because I want to look.
You buffed and shined your shoulder spikes until you could see yourself.
Well,
in
I
them.
don't want to look too good because I have to maintain my persona of being a thug. You know,
So you're perfecting the thug look.
oh yeah,
as
I mean,
thuggy.
I have to have the dirt in the right places,
Thug look.
and I'm putting. I've been known to dig some gouges into my armor to look tougher, because yeah.
I think
that's
your armor
cool.
would have plenty of gouges. I mean,
I know, but I
know
can
you wanna-
like
I know you-
accentuate.
I know you're
some of
worried
them.
about your
I'm kind of
your
stressing
image.
over it.
Okay, I know
I'm
you're stressing, so
stressing.
you're gouging armor in, even though you are a well-known.
I mean, not like a lot. Just like I just want to make it perfect because it's a big day for Ragna. I love it. Yeah.
Yeah, this is the day you get to work with him. As you look towards the wall, and the sun rises through your perfect lilac-painted shutters, and graces across the perfectly illustrated form of Mortimer Crim on the wall, heavily muscled, holding his sword aloft, like some medieval version of a Harlequin romance novel cover.
Oh my god.
Before you is
It's
Mortimer
Fabio.
Crib. It's Fabio, but darker, rougher.
Of course.
Oh my god!
I forget, didn't we agree that Mortimer Crim was that guy
Hey,
from...
no, he's
No.
not. I can't maintain that accent.
Well,
so-
now I'm.
It was so great, though.
I know what he's gonna be like.
Have you
though.
ever seen Iron Sword Wizards and Warriors 2 on NES?
Fuck yeah.
You know that game?
I
think I
Well, on
played
the cover, I think I made you play it
Yeah.
because you said that
played-
it wasn't that hard, and then I laughed at you.
And then
But
I
on the cover
fell
of
off
the
the
game,
cloud.
He's like
is
a Conan wannabe,
it's
right?
Fabio
Yeah.
as like
Oh, yeah,
a
yeah.
warrior.
Yeah.
That is what my poster looks like. Is
I love that game.
I'd say he
Dude,
looked.
Fabio is a
That
beautiful
game is
man.
so good.
Okay, I would say
we
it's like,
know.
but he's a dark man.
Oh, yeah.
dark hair, grizzled beard,
of course.
thick forest of chest hair.
Like if Fabio doesn't get you a little bit excited,
All right, shut up.
no problem.
John's gonna keep talking about Fabio.
I know the whole time.
As the morning sunlight falls across the ancient weathered poster that you have spent many a night looking at for inspiration, birds chirp in the flower trees outside your house,
Oh, shit.
signaling the day. Oh God, the day you have to go.
I have been up all night staring at my poster. God
You didn't get
damn
any
it.
sleep.
I mean, a little. I think I fell asleep a little bit, then I got up and stared at the poster a little bit
It's hard
more.
to tell because your sleep was filled with visions of him, and when you were awake, you were just staring at the
Yeah,
poster.
I mean,
so
I'm-
not much difference between fantasy and reality.
I mean, I'm tired, but I've got a lot of adrenaline, so I think I'm good. So.
You can always get a drink on the way there. That'll totally help.
No, I gotta have a clear mind. So I'm going to eat some raw eggs,
You take a few eggs, put them in your mouth, and start chewing.
of course. I have to have a little bit of dirt on my face, too, to maintain my...
Oh, as you're
persona.
chewing, you just some of it slops out.
Yeah.
You let the drool fall down your tusks.
It is
for that
perfect.
orc look.
Perfect.
Sometimes you worry about whether or not you're perpetuating negative stereotypes about orcs. Then you think it's worth it to be just a little bit more like Mortimer Crim.
Exactly. Yeah. So I'm gonna head out. I want to be there a little bit early, but not too early, because I want to seem like I'm really into this, but not so desperate because I'm incredibly desperate.
Exactly. Okay.
Yes.
You want to be eager, but casual.
Right. I want to make it seem like I don't give a shit, but I give all of the shits right now.
There's no more shit for me to give.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna say you do not. Do you own a horse? It's gonna be a constant drain on your money if you do. The people who do
no.
own horses here are gonna have to feed it.
No.
Okay.
I don't.
Okay. So you're just gonna walk there.
Yes.
Okay. You walk. Okay. Take a few deep breaths.
I can do this.
And then you stride out of your daisy-painted cottage door and out into the world, ready to take your first step towards totally being with Mortimer Crim.
I also take a little detour so that it doesn't. I don't want it to be super obvious that I live in this cottage in this like nicer part of town. So I kind of like
Okay, you jump over the white picket fence in the back with your flower garden, where there's not a lot of like people can't see because your flowers
Yeah.
are so massive.
yeah. I don't want to be coming from that direction. I want to make it seem like I'm coming from the back.
Yeah, you have one of those little like gated
Like
gated
round
white things
place.
with the
Yeah, I
With
just
the, you know the
robbed it.
ark, the wooden
Trellis,
ark that
a
you have
trellis.
flowers grow on?
Yes.
You have one of those in your backyard, and that way
good
you are
Roxanne.
completely obscured
You were right though.
by
Yes.
morning
Trellis.
glories.
Of course.
That way
Yes.
no one can see you leave.
Yo, Christian, would that be a trellis?
Is that what they call it? A trellis?
Yes.
How come you don't know what words are anymore?
I don't know. They all...
You have like
You've
this
evolved into John Smithington.
No, you have this vocabulary with words like resplendent in it, and then you're like, what's
I know, but that's not really... I
innkeeper
don't think that's
called?
an impressive word. Okay. So you
Maybe
leave,
if we said it was
you
a
leave
treshula.
via the gated trellis,
Yes.
and no one sees you.
And if anyone did see me, I would just act like I just robbed the place.
Or kill them.
That would involve
Are
a lot
you-
of killing of neighbors.
It would.
Yeah, all my neighbors are corpses now.
Your neighbor is one extremely nosy Mrs. Norbit.
Fuck her, man.
Such a bitch.
She argued with the local township for weeks to disallow you from buying a home here.
Is she a racist?
Oh yeah, she's super racist.
Wow.
She calls you Wagner the Wud Wedge.
She does. I can pronounce R's. I'm fine.
Are you taking all your gear or just your weapons? Or are you even taking your weapons?
Oh, I'm taking my weapons.
Are you taking your
the-
gear?
Who do you think I am? Yes, I want to take everything
Okay,
because
you-
I want to show that I'm super prepared for everything all the time.
But you still don't care.
But I don't really care yet.
Yeah. Okay. Raphael. Okay, you are super aristocrat. Oh, you're not. You're wealthy.
I'm wealthy, but I come from an aristocratic background.
I know your whole background.
It's not as rich as I am, but it's okay.
John, you're poor as hell. You are. You've got a name. You are like the family in Titanic that the main character belongs to. No one's gonna remember this.
That was
God,
in
no.
1997.
Yeah, well, I remember it.
I got
John-
you, bro.
My
Christian
family has like rich. I have rich people problems. My daddy cut me off, so I'm slumming it by being wealthy instead of aristocratic. Okay.
Christian
Like,
wakes
oh,
up every
man.
morning and sings "My Heart Will Go On."
Oh my god, that song.
Okay. So Rafa, you are staying.
In a rented mansion. Yeah.
Like an animal.
It says rented
Yeah.
nice place.
Wealthy is better than nice place.
Yeah. Well, no, it's not. I mean, it can just mean a very nice place.
It's a fucking mansion.
Okay, you have a fucking mansion.
It's not a palace. It's a mansion.
Oh, it's a really big house.
Zach, shut the fuck up.
You're like, God
And
damn.
it's still
So,
not good enough
I'm
for
just
you.
sitting in front of a mirror.
It hasn't existed for 200 years. This is bullshit.
Yeah, I'm sitting in front of a mirror while one of my manservants brushes my hair.
And another manservant holds outfits in front of you.
That's right.
And you pass judgment.
And well, I'm busy berating the guy brushing my hair, saying,
Don't tell me
Well,
you're
okay,
berating him.
fine.
There's
You
a
need
guy-
to do it like Horatio did it. Horatio did 1,000 strokes on each side.
But-
each
but
stroke
sir,
was
you-
perfectly straight.
But sir, you fired Horatio.
Are you arguing with me?
No, sir.
Do you want to be fired like Horatio?
No, sir.
Then you need to be better than Horatio.
Yes, sir, of course. He brushes.
Okay, so after I have my hair brushed and pick the most opulent, resplendent. That's right, John.
Good.
Opulent and resplendent outfit.
Vinny, bar's been raised.
He's wearing like shit-stained rags.
Is Vinny super poor? I don't remember.
He's
Yeah.
just poor.
Yeah.
He's not wretched.
I'm not squalid.
No, there's two things below poor.
Yeah.
Wretched and squalid. I
Um,
don't think there's actually an advantage to being squalid.
it was 0 gold.
So cheap!
I'm the savings Sam's Club.
Sam's Club costs money. Walmart.
No, you know what? I'm wretched. I shop at Sam's Club.
Wow, just there we go, judging everyone who shops at Sam's Club.
Yeah, those
Yo, they
people-
got some good deals.
Yo, this squalid alleyway got some good deals. Okay.
Okay, so get my hair brushed and put my opulent, resplendent outfit on.
Today you go with an outfit of blue silk and white lace.
That's nice. That's tight. Can I have like little,
You're looking
like
pretty hot.
mother of pearl like buttons on it and shit?
I say you have mother of pearl inlay at many fine details.
Okay, cool. And then I'm gonna have breakfast too, and it's gonna be eggs, just like a lot of other people around here. Only it's gonna be quail eggs.
Oh, I had a chicken for breakfast.
that you sneak.
Quail eggs are
into.
like 10,000 times more fancy than... They're so tiny.
They're so delicate.
I can't wait for you guys to meet.
We're gonna be trying to outrich each other all the time.
You fancy.
Okay, you
Broken 3
do you want
days.
to have it in your bedroom, or do you want to eat it, out on a pavilion, out on the veranda?
I was just about to say, I have a veranda.
Okay. What does veranda exactly mean?
It's fancy
like
and
a fancy
it's outside.
porch?
Yeah.
Fancy porch. Okay.
And I have coffee. That's right. In tiny little cups.
Okay, you step out into the veranda. As you walk through the massive glass doors onto the shining marble surface, you are handed a very tiny cup of coffee. Because that makes it better.
That's right.
You still haven't been buttoned up completely. You have a small, skittering cloud of retainers around you.
I totally
trying to
forgot
fully
that I'm a
clothe you.
dwarf. So I've got like super cool braids and
But-
shit in my beard.
Oh god,
They
damn!
are
That's what they're doing
sexy.
right now. Probably they're
It's like, cornrows. And...
it's like they're just. You have a new braid every day.
That's right.
By the way, are you racist?
Of course.
Are all of your retainers dwarves?
Huh? Yes.
Okay, so all your retainers are dwarves. You won't stand for any of those non-dwarves. So, okay. So it's not even as awkward as like a bunch of full-size people trying to bend over and work on you.
No. And it also means that my, rented mansion is a tiny rented mansion.
Is it a dwarf-sized mansion?
Yes, it's a dwarf.
So this is a dwarf mansion.
Yeah, so all of the steps are short and, that kind of stuff.
And the roofs are tall, but appropriately tall.
Exactly. They seem like, vaulted ceilings for a tiny person.
Right. For a normal person would walk in, oh, these are tall ceilings. As you walk out onto the polished, shining marble of the veranda, your retainers fluttering around you in a cloud of activity, buttoning your clothes, making small alterations to them, and braiding. All the braiding in your beard and your hair.
I just look at the veranda in disgust.
At this point, you have completely tuned out your head hairstylist, Roban. You don't talk to him very often, but the man is a magician. The man is a wizard with hair. He is barking orders to a cloud of 5 people, all working on your hair. But to you, you hear nothing. Just the fluttering of small birds across your private lake.
Who's my head butler?
Okay, let me just write down.
Hairstylist
Roban.
Roban.
I need to remember this stuff.
You can just give him a random Spanish sounding name every time you talk
I like
about
Roban.
Geraldo.
Javier. all of your people are Spanish for some reason. Dwarves are Spanish in my world. They should be.
He's Julio, master of the Mesus.
Your master, Mrs. Julio.
You still haven't said who my head butler is.
He's thinking, relax.
Your head butler is Rolf Terret.
Rolf, I'd like these birds killed before I arrive again and replaced with more pretty birds. I detest them, and I do not wish to see them when I return.
I believe they're local birds, sir. I don't believe they're ours.
Do I care if they're local ruffians? Just kill them.
I'll call the hawker, sir.
Thank you. Okay, so I start walking towards the door while they're still doing my hair, expecting that they will be finished by the time I am out the door.
It is almost as though the door peeled them away, because as you walk back into your mansion, you have no more retainers around you.
Okay, and I'm gonna suit up. Well, yeah, you know what? I'm a warrior. I can put my own armor on.
Oh, you're
That's
so
right.
self-sufficient.
I am self-sufficient.
You're a man.
So I put on.
What kind of armor did you buy?
Uh,
I don't think any of you had enough money for plate.
No, a scale. And no, actually, I had money. I think I could have bought it if I didn't want to buy anything else. But with your dex bonus, there's no point in buying plate unless you have a shitty dex bonus. So by me putting on my own armor, I mean I put on my gauntlets and then I let them do the rest.
You put on your gauntlets first, or
I
that's
tell
what you
them
do
to figure it out.
Okay. You force them to somehow get armor around your gauntlets. Because you just feel so tired after that.
Right. It was hard.
Actually, yeah, there are actually specific rules for how long armor takes to put on now. It's, sorry, I totally spaced out when I asked.
Scale.
Scale? I think it's 5 minutes to put on scale armor. Or do you want them to be super good at it, like pit stop workers?
Yeah, well, they're all doing it at the same time, so it's like...
Oh, that's true.
5 minutes spread
You're
among
right.
10
so,
people.
Just like 15 seconds, you have all your armor
Right.
on you. And you're not even like being nice about it, like standing with your arms and legs splayed to make it easier access. No, you're checking your nails through
right.
your glove for some reason. You know, messing with your hair. You undo one of the braids because you think it would look better, and you just see 5 of the hairstylists to the side just grieving, like, ah.
Okay, so after I'm all dressed, I bring all my stuff with me, obviously because I have 3 retainers, so they just carry it.
Okay, will you be taking a horse and carriage?
No, I need to look like a man. I take a horse.
Okay, so
Covered in pony braids.
What's the name of your prized stallion?
I forget what's the name of my hairstyles.
Oh wait, you're a dwarf, so it would be a pony, actually.
Yeah, what's the name of my...
Actually, did you know that ponies were actually mostly the animals used? Horses are weak, like creatures that nobles rode. Like, they're not strong, and ponies are incredibly hardy, so they were used for everything.
Oh, so
Well,
you have
now-
Rainbow Dash.
That's right.
No.
No, your hairstylist was Roban.
Yeah, in order to honor Roban, I named a horse pony after him.
Okay. You have a beautiful Palomino pony in Groban.
Both of them I ride. I mean, I ride him in his work.
Yeah, I ride him
That
hard.
kind of situation.
I
yeah.
demand the best from him.
Exactly.
Okay. You make your way out to Roban. Roban, having already done work on him, his hair and tail is braided with the finest, delicate powder blue silk ribbons to match your own outfit.
Roban looks good today.
Roban sighs gently and bows in the most humble, but at the same time, completely expecting your praise, bow. Roban also never talks.
Okay.
Neither of them ever talk. Roban or Roban.
I can't have a talking pony.
No, I'm
What
sorry.
is this? Do you know how
God,
rich I
I wish
am?
my dad would take me back. This pony's bullshit. God, Dad.
It's like, I want this pony's neck
How are the
broken.
rest of them follow? I guess I wouldn't worry about that. I would just ride away and
Yeah,
expect
Raphael?
the retainers to be there.
A true noble. You've
right.
never heard the saying about nobles in chairs?
Sits and expects a chair to be there,
Yes.
essentially.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so I leap onto my stallion pony.
Okay.
It's still a stallion, right? Male pony?
No, it's just a pony.
Shut
But,
up.
and it's a Palomino. It's a white horse with blonde mane.
Okay, and I ride it hard.
You ride that pony hard. You ride Roban into the ground. Taking out your little whip crop, you head off towards your destiny.
I don't think my character thinks that this is his destiny.
Well, towards whatever. Vinny, over to you.
Right
So,
on towards whatever.
You live... Oh, you live on the floor.
On the floor of the Sculptor's Guild Hall.
You're gonna have the saddest turn.
Yeah, it's gonna be horrible.
Okay, Vinny, since
Yes.
you live in sort of like... I mean... It's not like a training hall. It's an actual guild hall, so it's like a place of business. There's
Yeah.
not going to be any sort of low rent accommodations. Like, there's no place for initiates to stay. You're just staying here because you have nowhere else to be.
Yeah.
Roll a dice to see how nice your accommodations were last night, because they're in no way consistent.
Which dice would you like me to roll?
Just a d20. It's always a d20.
Okay.
Except it's not.
10.
Completely middle. last night you managed to find an unoccupied work table in a corner, and do you have a cot in your inventory?
No.
And you used your cloak as a blanket.
Yeah.
And your backpack as a pillow.
It wasn't actually last night. It was closer to this morning because I've been partying pretty hard.
I thought you were going to say, because I've been working on an important piece that really means a lot to me.
I'm an artist.
I lost track of time.
No, I'm an artist. I was definitely partying.
That's what us do.
Raphael, what do you do?
That's why he's a starving artist, because he spends all of his time being a mercenary / party.
No, I haven't become a
man.
mercenary yet.
It's my duty as an artist not to work on my art like a party.
No, it's not about partying. It's about looking for the inspiration to create the art.
You're just trying to find yourself.
I think it is hilarious.
He's looking for a reason to get Chinese food.
That like over half the people at this table are artists, and one of the people who's not an artist made their character an artist.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So this is me making fun of you guys.
Yes, that's gonna be the rest of the campaign.
Yeah, well, at first I was gonna be a musician, but I was like,
fine,
no.
then I'll be a musician
It's
and
too
make
close
fun
to
of
home.
you.
It's too close to home, so I'm gonna make fun of other people instead of myself. So, I'm a musician, I play instruments. Oh, look at me. So I've been partying pretty hard.
So my band?
So I've been partying pretty hard, and I'm like wicked hungover when I wake up.
Then you wake up on a work table that is not clear. It actually has sculpting tools and bits of marble over it, so you're just sleeping on top of chunks of rock.
No, nothing new.
You wake up stiff and feeling awful.
Yep. Also nothing new. This is normal for my life.
Okay. You can tell it's very early. Do you want to go back to sleep or...
No, because I've heard about Mortimer Crim, and I've kind of made the decision that the art business really isn't like paying off.
I've kind of made the decision that I'm broke.
Yeah,
you know?
So like I need to
made the decision to buy more alcohol. With money.
Like I'd like to eat at some point
today.
Eventually, like maybe not today, but eventually I'm gonna need to eat. So, like I know that I need to like make
get
some money.
Job.
Yeah. So, like to fund my to be able to create art, I need some kind of income. So I've decided that I'm gonna go meet up with this Mortimer guy. So I get up and I feel like shit and I'm hungover, but it's best that he sees me for who I really am and not be disappointed by my hungover stupid ass later on.
I wonder how many people have went to a job interview and said that. No, it's because I'm always hungover.
I should be honest with you, you know? This is me.
Yeah, this is me. You know, like, some people who, like, smoke a lot of weed and they're like, I always drive stoned. That way they won't know. Wow. Because if I'm ever not stoned,
man,
then
all
I'll be
those
driving
people
weird.
who like get dressed up and like shower for job interviews, that's just dishonest.
It is dishonest. This is really who I am.
So tell me about your weaknesses.
My weaknesses?
What's your biggest flaw?
Yeah, what's your biggest flaw?
I don't have any.
Okay.
Oh, I thought you were going to say something.
Too much honesty.
I'm just too perfect.
I'm so real.
I guess that's really what it is.
I'm a perfectionist. Okay. So Vinny, you stumble off the workman's table, the sound of tools and stone clattering to the ground as you get up. You take a large yawn, wrapping yourself in your cloak. You are in various states of undress underneath.
I'm going to look around for the last bottle of wine that I was drinking from and see if it's still around.
Roll a search check.
That's a 6. Do I get an intelligence modifier?
Yeah.
Okay, so my intelligence is +3, so I got a 9.
Okay. You take a cursory look, searching in nooks and crannies with eyes finally honed to see the glint of colored glass. And after a minute or so, you realize that the last bottle of wine is still in your hand.
Sweet! Alright, totally gonna take
this. This is gonna be your day.
Yeah, totally gonna brush my teeth with it.
Yeah, brush your teeth in the bottle.
Okay. You look around, you can't find your toothbrush. There's a chisel.
No, I don't mean like brush my teeth. I mean,
I'm
that's
just
the
gonna
first thing I
drink.
do. Yeah, I'm just gonna take a drink.
Okay, you take a healthy swig,
Yes.
and you feel
It tastes
fresh.
good, right? Yeah.
You feel newly born.
Nice. I'm ready to take on the day.
You take another swig to feel extra good.
Oh no.
So Vinny, your character is like saying, "Oh yeah, I need to pay for more art supplies.
Yeah.
I need more inspiration."
Right. This is how I live.
Don't judge the way he makes art, Raphael. He needs to be
Or doesn't.
He needs to be inspired.
I need to be me. This
You
is
head
me.
over to your work desk, where you have hidden most of your belongings in different sections of it instead of actual tools to sculpt. On the top of the desk is various sculptures in various states of being sculpted. Most are very geometric. Blocks, you would say.
No, come on now. I do some work. I actually am an artist, so I'm working on.
In
some
one
stuff.
of them, you have started to carve the head of a man, and you really focused in on one eye, and that's all you've been sculpting is that eye.
Yeah.
The rest is vaguely sketched in, using air quotes there, geometric flats of the skull.
Looking at this sculpture.
You're really liking this eye.
Yeah. So looking at this sculpture, does it behoove me emotionally? Like, am I like, oh god, I gotta finish that?
That
Or-
eye just isn't intense enough yet.
It's not.
No.
I need to work on it, don't
Just,
I?
yeah, get on that. Get
All
on
right.
that eye.
All right. So I'm gonna work on the eye for a little bit.
You chip 2 or 3 shavings out of the eye before the pure emotion of working on the sculpture overwhelms you.
Okay. Yeah. No, that's perfect.
Oh, you just break off.
It's perfect.
You violently throw your chisels from your hands and they strike the walls.
No, it's good. It's really good. It's done now. I need to get on with my day.
Don't want to lose yourself.
Yeah. I'm gonna take another swig of my bottle in my hand.
Rewarding yourself
Yeah.
for a hard day's work of sculpting, you take another swig of your bottle.
Man, it's hard
While you
work
button
being
up
this
your
good.
shirt.
It's so hard being this good. All right, so I'm going to. Is anyone else like awake or around? Like, am I late getting up, or am I pretty early, or what's the status of everyone else around?
This is the initiate's work area,
Yeah.
and because the rest of them were also at this party that you were at, they're not here because they also have homes.
Oh, okay.
I forgot to mention, Christian, that I arrive an hour late.
Do you?
I'm,
Right, 'cause
I'm
it's
just telling you,
fashionable.
my
Okay.
Your
character
character is arriving late.
arrives an hour
Yeah.
late.
Okay.
No,
Also,
I was-
you partied quite a bit later than everyone else.
Yeah. Well, because I'm better at that too than everyone else.
Yeah.
I guess I'm just gonna make my way out to the street and to the helm quarter to find this Mortimer.
Okay, are you going to take
Yeah,
all of
right.
your gear, or just your weapons, or not even your weapons?
I'm taking everything I own, which is not much,
Okay.
because I can't leave it here because it will get stolen, and I know that.
Okay. So you are taking all your stuff. I
Yes.
forget, in your stuff, do you have a sculptor's thing in your stuff?
Yeah, I have like
Sculpting tools?
a small hammer, a chisel.
I mean, just is it in your inventory written on your sheet?
Yeah.
Okay. So you throw all your gear into your pack and head off to make more money for art.
For art's sake, yeah, totally. For inspiration and art supplies and materials and inspiration and some more inspiration.
All that inspiration
Yeah.
in one place
Liquid
could kill a man.
inspiration.
Gotta have that inspiration.
Okay. So you're all heading to Helm. Helm is where many of the mercenaries, or troubleshooters as they like to call themselves, keep their places of businesses, their offices. It's mainly there because that is where many of the blacksmiths have taken up residence, and it's a lot easier to get all your stuff fixed if it's right around the corner. So here, the troubleshooters and the blacksmiths live in close quarter. Walking into Helm, you immediately come into a muddy, dark section of the city where the smell of smoke and iron is constant, and the sounds of yelling and fights are around every corner. You bump into the wrong person, you could end up dead. Maybe that makes you feel alive, or maybe it makes you feel like wetting yourself. So, who would be getting there the earliest? It would be...
Brittany?
Yeah, Brittany's totally... Ragna would not be late. Well, I don't know. You said you wanted to look like you didn't care, though. Whereas Raphael really doesn't care.
Honestly, I'd probably be hanging around and see that somebody else came first, and then I would come and be the second person because I don't.
You kind of don't care.
Yeah, I don't want to seem too desperate, so I'm going to be lurking.
You're looking in an alleyway somewhere, waiting.
I'm
for
just
other
waiting
people
for
to show up.
someone else to go
Okay.
in.
Christian.
That's your plan as you're going there. Like, okay, so I'm going to get there real early, and I'm going to wait until a few other people are there, and I'm just going to walk up behind, like, shit, whatever. What is this? What's going on here?
I don't even know what this is.
I was just walking by. I was going to go buy a new shield.
I actually walked into the wrong building, and I was like, whatever.
What?
I guess I'll stay here since
Okay.
I'm already here.
So you just go through this over your mind, just going through that whole speech over and over. Just, oh no, that word's wrong. Use this word. Use that word. And as you walk up, rehearsing in your mind, going over and over again, you turn a corner and you see a massive crowd. Now, walking through the streets of Atla is always like a crowded affair. It's a very highly dense city, a lot of people, and you're always having to make your space known. But as you turn the corner, instead of walking through a throng of people all trying to go to different places, you just find a massive crowd of people standing about.
Am I like the 4,000th person here?
It looks like you're like the 4,000th person
I'm
here.
very upset.
The square above what you must assume is Mortimer Crimm's office is filled with dangerous-looking men and women covered from head to toe in armor and arcane symbols and robes, all chattering excitedly about the chance to work with Mortimer Crimm.
God.
There are a lot of people here.
It seems like that's a good place to stop in.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's where I was.
All right.
So, Christian, are you going to have any qualms about killing people? Because there's way too, many egotistical megalomaniacs in this party, and I think you need to kind of cull at least one or two of them. I mean, John, and
well, guys,
Brittany.
you have to tell me.
I'm not a megaloman. Really?
Okay, you guys. Okay.
No, I'm better than that.
I'm better than that.
I don't know if you're asking for the benefit of people listening, but I'm not usually a DM that's about killing. I think it's less interesting than failure and having to live with failure. If
Pulling
you,
out your eye,
yep.
cutting off your arm.
Well,
Killing
that
your
wasn't even
girlfriend?
because you
Forcing
lost
you to
something.
wear
That was
dancing
just,
elf
I was
shoes.
saying all the things that I've done.
That was just stupid stuff you did of your own volition.
But I'm saying I lived with all of it.
Other people live with actual failure. So, I mean, if you guys want, you can tell me, okay,
Constant rotting flesh.
I'm okay with this character dying, but I usually prefer making things worse for you, things you have to deal with afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
The world being worse, you being scarred, or having to do something. It's more fun. Okay, and that's it for Pretend Wizards. Thank you for listening, whoever you are, and we'll see you next week.